Hello everyone. My brother recently started to play Path of Exile, which made me realize again how beginner-unfriendly this game is. So I wanted to give you guys some tips that will make the game a bit easier for you. First, skill gems and support gems. There are two different types of gems in this game, skill gems and support gems. Skill gems. Path of Exile does not work like other ARPGs. In other ARPGs, every character has skills that are bound to the class. In Path of Exile, gems give you the skill, not the class. So technically, you can play every skill on every class. Support gems are here to improve the skill gem. Not every support gem works with a skill gem. To see if a support gem works with a skill gem, you have to equip it. Hover over the support gem. A small window will pop up that shows you if it supports the skill or not. We put in Ice Shot, and as you can see, there's a green check mark, so Ice Shot will get supported. To see the small window, you have to go into the options, to UI, and click this. Show a supportable skills list when hovering over a support gem. Second, amount of sockets. Items cannot have infinite sockets. There is a cap on all the items. However, not every item has the same cap, and item level is a factor too. Certain rings can have one socket. One-handed weapons and shields can have 3 sockets at max. Helmets, gloves, and boots can have 4 sockets at max, and two-handed weapons and armors can have 6 sockets at max. You can increase the number of sockets by using a jeweler's orb. It is recommended that if you want to go for 6 sockets, that the item you want to achieve it on is of 20% quality. You can increase the quality of the armor by using a armor's scrap. Improves the quality of an armor, and you can increase the quality of weapons by using a blacksmith's whetstone. Improves the quality of a weapon. 3. Socket colors. There are 4 different socket colors in the game. Red, blue, green, and white. For the time being, white should be ignored because it behaves differently and cannot be easily rolled onto your item. You can change the color of the other 3 by using a chromatic orb. Reforges the color of sockets on an item. But there's a twist. The chance to get the color that you want is not at all random. You do not have a 33% chance to get a blue, green, or a red socket. The chance to get a red socket on an armor piece that gives you armor is higher than on an energy shield base. To make it simple, red sockets are easier to obtain on armor and strength bases. This is an armor base. Blue sockets are easier to obtain on energy shield and intelligence bases. This is an energy shield base. And green sockets are easier to obtain on evasion and dexterity bases. This bow is a dexterity base. 4. Socket links. If you put 1 skill gem and 3 support gems into an item with no links, the gems will not support the skill gem. So let's do this. We have a main skill and 3 support gems. As you can see, the skill doesn't get supported. All of the 4 sockets have to be linked so that the 3 support gems support the main skill. You can link sockets by using an orb of fusing. Do that. Here we have an orb of fusing, reforges the links between sockets on an item. The maximum number of linked sockets that can currently be achieved on an item is 6. Higher quality items have a higher chance to get 6 linked than items with no quality at all. So it is definitely recommended to get at least 20% quality on your items if you want to 6 link them. So gloves can only be 4 linked, so let's try to achieve that. And now they're linked. Let's put the skills, main skill and the support gems back in. As you can see now, the main skill gem now correctly gets supported by the other 3 support gems. 5. Do attack skill gems only work when I put them in a weapon? A lot of beginner players think that they have to put their attack skill in their weapon or their defensive skills in their armor. This is not necessary at all. You can put them in any slot you want and they will work. You can see I put Ice Shot into my bow. Works. Now I put Ice Shot into my armor and it works as well. 6. Builds. One thing that I always see or hear from beginners is that the skill tree looks overwhelming. That is why I highly recommend looking for a guide unless you want to test things on your own. To be honest, I would have not enjoyed PoE as much if I had played without a guide. You can look for guides on the Path of Exile forums, PoE Vault, YouTube, and other sites. I would recommend that when you look for a guide, that the guide not just tells you what gems and gear you should have at the end of the game, but gives you step-by-step advice on skill points, gems and gear throughout the campaign, and then after you completed the campaign, and maybe even beyond. 7. Item filters. Path of Exile drops a lot of items, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. A filter will help you filter out all the junk on the ground. This is Path of Exile with my current filter. This is Path of Exile without my current filter. I personally use Filter Blade, but at the beginning I would recommend the pre-made filters from Neversink. 8. Vendor recipes. What is a vendor recipe? You can sell a combination of items to a vendor and you will get something specific back. The problem is that the game does not tell you that they exist. You have to figure them out yourself. I would definitely look them up on the wiki or on YouTube. They can prove to be quite useful. I have created a fair number of videos and shorts explaining them. But to show you how a vendor recipe works in this video, I will perform the vendor recipe for a ruby, topaz and sapphire ring. The combination of an iron and red gem results in a ruby ring, which provides fire resistance. The combination of an iron ring and a blue gem results in a sapphire ring, which provides cold resistance. And the combination of an iron ring and a green gem results in a topaz ring, which provides lightning resistance. 9. Trading. Trading itself is pretty straightforward. Someone has to be in your party or your friend, you right-click their banner and then you choose to trade with a player. But Path of Exile more or less forces you to buy at least one premium stash tab. How are they forcing you to do that? There is a trade site, but you can only make premium stash tabs public. That means if you do not have a premium stash tab, you can only buy items through the site, not sell them. To be able to list an item, you have to make the stash tab public and then price the item. It works as follows. You have to right click the premium stash tab, public, then you choose each item individually priced, set negotiable price, set exact item on all items, or here. Then you go to exact price. Let's say you want 15 chaos orbs for this item, and then it will be listed on the website. When someone is interested in your item, you will get a whisper from them saying they want to buy it for the listed price. You have to invite them into a party and they will have to come to your hideout, and then you trade with them and the deal is done. 10. So what stash tabs should I buy and when? Usually at the beginning of each league there's a stash tab sale, and I would only buy tabs when there is a sale. Let's say you have 100 points to invest. 100 points roughly translate to $10. I would at least use 10 of those points to invest in an upgrade from a regular tab to a premium tab, so you can list your items on the trade site. Then I would buy the currency stash tab for 60 points. You will always have to store currency no matter what you do, so that is definitely my top choice after a premium tab upgrade. If you did not invest the rest of the 30 points into premium stash tab upgrades, I would consider the essence stash tab. And you should be good to go for now. If you want to invest more money into the game, I would think about getting a quad stash tab and a divination stash tab, but that is up to you, of course. Alright, that concludes the video. I hope I could make your journey in Path of Exile a bit easier. Bye!